Hi everyone. Today we are going to solve IGCSE Maths paper 058033 variant, May-June 2019. Question number 1A. Write this number in figures. 1,302,596. You should know that 1 million has 6 zeros and then it is 1,302,596. The next question. Two numbers are added together to give the number in the box immediately above. So 5 minus 3 gives us 2. Negative 3 plus negative 4 will give us negative 7. 2 plus negative 7 will give us negative 5. In 2 we have two numbers are multiplied together to give the number in the box immediately above. So when we multiply 5 times negative 3, we get negative 15. And negative 3 times negative 4 is 12. When we times negative 15 by 12, we will get negative 180. In C, we have to write down in order of size, starting with the smallest. When you have these types of terms, change everything to decimal first. Use a calculator. You will get 0.1851. This will give us 0.184 and this will give us 0.183. 5 to the power of negative 1 will give us 0. We can see that this is the smallest number, so we will write that first. But we do not write the values that we found. We have to write the original terms. So the first will be 1.83 times 10 to the power of negative 1. What will the next be? 18.4%. And the next is 5 over 27. And the biggest number is 5 to the power of negative 1. In D, we are asked to find 142 as a percentage of 304. Whenever you want to find a percentage, you will write it as a fraction 142 over 304 and times it by 100. When you do that, you will get 46.71. There are many numbers here. You can round it to one decimal place. So 46.7%. In the next question, find the highest common factor of 28 and 98. We will write down the factors of 28. 1 times 28, 2 times 14, 3 is not a factor of 28, 4 times 7. These are the factors of 28. Now to find the factors of 98, we have 1 times 98, 2 times 49, 3 will not go, and 4 will not go, 5 will not go, 6 will not go. 7 times 14 is 98. And 98. Yes, these are all the factors. So which is the highest common factor? 14. We have to find the lowest common multiple or LCM of 28 and 98. There are many ways to solve this question. What we will do is we'll use the prime factor method. So 28 divided by 2 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. And 7 divided by 7 is 1. We'll do the same for 98. So 98 divided by 2 will give us 49, and 49 can be divided by 7, 7 divided by 7. When you want to write the factors, you will write like that. 28 is equal to 2 times 2 times 7, and 98 is equal to 2 times 7 times 7. Now which number is common? Circle that. 2 is common and 7 is common. So the LCM will be the common number, write it one time. And then we have this 2 and this 7 remaining. So now write that also one time. Multiply all of this together, you will get 196. So 196 is your LCM. We can also use this method to find highest common factor. So highest common factor, which we solved above, of 28 and 98. The numbers that we circled in red, this and this, what is common in 28 and 98, that is your highest common factor. So 2 times 7, 14. Number F. The average distance from Earth to Mars is 2.25 times 10 to the power of 8 kilometer. A spaceship travels from Earth to Mars at an average speed of 5.8 times 10 to the power of 4 kilometer per hour. Find how long in hours the journey takes. So the distance has been given to us and the speed has been given to us. To find time, we have to do distance divided by speed. Therefore, 2.25 times 10 to the power of 8 divided by 5.8 times 10 to the power of 4. When you put in the calculator, you will get 3879.31. You can round it to 3,879 hours. Question number 2 is related to shapes. 3 quadrilaterals are shown on a 1 square centimeter grid. And A, write down the mathematical name of the shaded quadrilateral. This has got 2 parallel sides, so this is a trapezium. For B, we have to find the perimeter for the shaded. For B, we have to find the measure of the perimeter for the shaded quadrilateral. So this is our quadrilateral. We know each square here is 1 centimeter. This side is 4 centimeter. This is 2. And here we have 5 squares, so 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Approximately 5. So your perimeter is going to be 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5. 16 centimeter. For B2, we have to work out the area. We know it's a trapezium, so the rule to find the area of a trapezium is half A plus BH. A and B are your parallel sides and H is your height. We'll replace the values that we have got here. 2 plus 5 times 4. You will get 14 square centimeter. In C, describe fully the single transformation that maps the shaded quadrilateral onto quadrilateral A. It's a 2-mark question. Mostly in transformations, either reflection or translation are 2-mark questions. we have to find the transformation of the shaded area. We have to find the transformation of the shaded shape to A. We can clearly see that the size is the same and it has just been shifted. So that is a translation. Check any one point you want. So let's take this point. We'll count how many points it has moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because it moved to the negative left side, it is a negative 9. And then it goes down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So negative 9 and 8. You will write, it is a translation by the vector negative 9, 8. Whenever we write in vector form, this is your x and this is your y. If your point moves to the right, then that's a plus x. If it goes up, that's a positive y. If it goes left, your x will be negative, and if it goes down, your y will be negative. For C2, they want us to find the shaded quadrilateral. For C2, they want us to describe the transformation that maps the shaded quadrilateral onto quadrilateral P. So this is the shape here and this is the shape here. It is not translation, it is not reflection, and the sizes are same, so it's a rotation. Use a tracing paper and you will be able to find your center of rotation. Whenever you are writing or describing the shape and saying that it is transformed by rotation, you have to write that it is rotation. You have to write the center, which in this case is 0, 0. And also you need to say by what degree it has moved and is it clockwise or anti-clockwise. So this is 90 degrees clockwise. Next question. D. On the grid, reflect the shaded quadrilateral in the line x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 is here. So you have to reflect the shape on the other side. From this line, mirror line, our shape is 2 squares away. So we will draw it 2 squares away. And there are 4 squares, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2, and this is 3, 4, 5. Join the 2 points together. This is your answer for D, 2D. In D2, they are asking us to enlarge the shaded area by scale factor half, center -1, 0. So you have to draw the points from -1, 0 here, all the points, and then transform the shape. Draw lines like this from the center they have given us. Then from this center, count how many squares there are to this point. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The scale factor we have is half. So 6 multiplied by half is 3. 1, 2, 3. Your point is going to be here. And then these are 4 squares. 4 divided by or 4 multiplied by half will give us 2. So all the sides you multiply by half. This here is 2, it will become 1. We have 5 squares here, it will become 2.5 squares. And then join them together like this. So we did D2. Question number 3. The music teacher at a school forms an orchestra. The instruments in the orchestra are 36 string, 15 woodwind, and 12 brass. Write the ratio in its simplest form. So we have string is 36, woodwind is 15, and brass is 12. We have to write it in the simplest form. All of this can be divided by 3. When you divide that, you will get 12 is to 5 is to 4. So the answer is 12 is to 5 is to 4. The next question. The 36 string instruments are violins, cellos, and double basses in the ratio 9 is to 2 is to 1. Show that the number of violins is 27. So that will give us 27. Into work out the number of cellos and number of double basses. So what is the ratio here of cellos? 2. We will write 2 over 12 multiplied by 36. That will give us 6. And for the number of double basses, it will be 1 over 12 multiplied by 36. That will give us 3. So 6 and 3. The 15 woodwind in C. The 15 woodwind instruments are oboes, flutes, and clarinets. 20% of these instruments are oboes, and there are twice as many flutes as clarinets. Find the number of flutes. So first let us find 20% of the 15 instruments. We will write it as 20% of 15, and that is 3. These are our oboes. To find the flute, there are twice as many flutes as clarinets. So let the clarinets be x. Therefore, flutes will be 2x. When we add all of them together, 2x plus x plus 3, the total is 15. Therefore, 3x is equal to 15 minus 3. 3x is equal to 12. X is equal to 12 divided by 3, which is 4. Flutes are 2x. Replace the x by 4 and you will get 8. D. Of the 12 brass instruments, 1/3 are trumpets, 3 are trombones, and the remainder are horns. Find the number of horns. Before we find horns, we will have to find the number of trumpets. So 1/3 of the 12 instruments are trumpets. Therefore, 4 are trumpets. Out of the 12 instruments, 4 are trumpets and 3 are trombones, and the remainder are horns. So if you subtract it, you will get 5. So the number of horns are 5. The music teacher needs to buy all the instruments for the orchestra. They have given us the 3 instruments and how many instruments they are going to buy of each type and the price of each instrument. Now we have to find the cost of each. To find the cost of woodwind, we will do 15 times 217, and to find the cost of brass, we will do 12 multiplied by 221. So you will get 3,255, and 12 times 221 will give us 2652. In 2, we have to find the total cost of all the instruments. We have to add all these numbers together and we will get 10,623. The school is given 65% of the total cost of all the instruments. Find how much more money is needed. So 65% they are going to get, and they have to pay 100 minus 65 will give us 35. So 35% they have to pay. 35% of 10,623. So 35 over 100 times 10,623 will give us 3,718.05. Question number 4. A. Complete the table of values. So in place of x, we have to substitute -2, 2, and 3. When you do that, you will get -3, 5, and 2. On the grid, now we have to draw the graph of this equation. So now we have to plot these points here. When x is -2, y is -3. That will be here. When x is -1, y is 2. When x is 0, y is 5. When 1, y is 6. When x is 2, y is 5. And when x is 3, y is 2. When x is 4, y is -3. Join the points and make a curve. And we are done. It's a little difficult to make a smooth curve on the screen, but on the paper, try to make a very smooth curve. C1. They want us to draw the line of symmetry. The line of symmetry is always the one which is in the middle of the two x values that cut the x-axis. In this case, it is x is equal to 1. So you will draw this here. And we have to write the equation of the line of symmetry. That is for part 2. Equation of the line of symmetry is always x is equal to something. And in this case, it is x is equal to 1. In D, use your graph to find the solutions of the equation 5 plus 2x minus x squared is equal to 4. When it is equal to 4 or something, that is your y value. So we will draw a line where y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 4 here. So your two answers are going to be this. We'll just go down and check what is the x value here and the x value here. You will get, it is negative 0.3 and 2.3. So your answer is negative 0.3 and 2.3. They give you a range. So here the range is negative 0.5 to negative 0.3. And the other x value, the range is 2.3 to 2.5. Anything in between or including this will be acceptable. Next question, E1. On the grid, draw a line from -1, 2 to 1, 6. So this is my x and y, and this is my x and y. They've given us 2 points, -1, 2 and 1, 6. -1, 2 is here, and 1, 6 is here. So we have to draw this line passing through these 2 points. So we join the 2 points and draw the line. For the next part of the question, we have to find the equation of the line in the form y is equal to mx plus c. We need to find the gradient first. To find the gradient, we have to use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It doesn't make a difference if I make this x1 or I make this x1. But if I make this point x1, this has to be y1. So I will do 2 minus 6 over negative 1 minus 1. Put it in the calculator, you will get negative 4 over negative 2, which is equal to 2. So your gradient is 2. Now you can choose this point or this point and substitute in the equation y is equal to mx plus c. I will substitute negative 1 and 2. So y is 2, my gradient is negative 1, and my x is 2. When I bring this to the other side, it will become positive 2. So 4 is equal to c. I have got my gradient, which is 2, so I write 2x, and my c is 4. So my equation of this line is y is equal to 2x plus 4. Question number 5. The scale drawing shows a play area ABCDA. The scale is 1 centimeter, represents 3 meters. A. Find the actual distance h in meters. When you measure this, it could be anything between 3.6 to 3.9 or around 3.6 to, let's say, 4 centimeter. The scale is 1 centimeter equals 3 meters. Therefore, 3.6 centimeter will be how many meters? Cross multiply, 1 times x is x, and 3 times 3.6 will give us 10.8 meters. So that is your answer, that is your height. In B, they want us to find the actual area of triangle CDE. So we already have our height, we need our base. When you measure it on paper, you will get the length of AC anything between 11.8 to 12.2 centimeter. Let's assume it's 11.8. So 1 centimeter is equal to 3 meters. Therefore, 11.8 centimeter is equal to how many meters? We cross multiply. This will give us 35.4 meters. So now we have half times base, which is 35.4, times height, which is 10.8. We will put this in the calculator and let's see what we get. Half times 35.4 times 10.8 will give us 191.16. We can round it to 191 square meters. You can have an answer between 191 to 220, depending on what measurement you got. In C, a straight path crosses the play area from C to AB, and it is equidistant from CB and CD. Using a straight edge and compass only, construct the path. Show all your construction arcs. So from C, we have a path crossing from C to AB. So let's see how that looks like. Path is from C and it crosses to AB, and it is equidistant from CD and CB. When there are two lines and they say equidistant, it is an angle bisector. And you have to use a compass and a ruler to do it. To make an angle bisector, take a compass and make an arc here and here. Then from this point, with the same length of the compass, make an arc here. And then from this point, make an arc here. Wherever they meet, join that line from C. So you will get this line. This is your angle bisector of CD and CB. Question number D. There is a circular pool in the play area. The pool has a diameter of 8 meters. Calculate the circumference of the pool. To find the circumference of the pool, we have two formulas. We have pi d, or we can use 2 pi r, whichever you want. The diameter is given to us, so we will use pi d. So circumference is equal to pi times 8, which will give you 25.13. You can round it to one decimal place. We usually do the rounding to three significant figures. Moving on to the next part of the question, we have to find the area of the pool. The area of the pool, the equation is pi r square. And you can see here that you need the radius. Diameter is 2 times the radius. If I want to find the radius, I will divide the diameter by 2. So our radius is 4. Substitute in place of r 4. And our answer is going to be 50.272 square meter. We will round it to three significant figures. It will be 50.3 square meters. Question number 6. We have been given a diagram and we can see there are a lot of angles, there is parallel lines, equal sides, and AD is parallel to BE. Okay, and AB is equal to BD. We have to complete the statements. P is equal to, and we also have to give the reason. P is here in triangle ABD. AB is equal to BD. So it's an isosceles triangle. It means the opposite angles, which is 34 and P in this case, are going to be equal. So P is 34 because isosceles triangle. To find Q, where is Q? It's here. Q is, you can see these lines are parallel. So it's making a Z. So P is equal to Q and Q is equal to 34 because of alternate angles. In this part of the question, they want us to work out the value of R and the value of S. P is 34, A is 34. So 34 plus R. Okay, so 34, which is our P, plus A, which is 34, plus R will give us 180. R will equal to 180 minus 68. R is equal to 112. To find S, we will do 90 plus S plus 34 is equal to 180. So S is equal to 180 minus 124. S is equal to 56. Next question. In the diagram B and D are points on the circumference of a circle, center O. So B and D are on the circumference and they pass through the center O. It tells us that BD is a diameter. AC is a straight line touching the circle at B only. So if there is a line touching the circle at only one place, that is called a tangent. So AC is the tangent to the circle and BD is a straight line through O. Angle ABD, ABD. We have to find angle ABD. Angle ABD is going to be 90 because angle between the circle and the tangent, between the radius and the tangent equals 90 degrees. In question number 7, the travel graph shows part of a train journey between station A and station C. So we have been given this graph here, and this is the time and this is the distance. Before we start, let's find out what each this line represents. Total here we have from 0 till 20, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So 20 divided by 4, 5. So each of this line is 5. Then let's see here. This is 30 minutes and we have got 6 lines. So 30 divided by 6, 5. Each line represents 5 minutes. In A1, they are asking us to calculate in kilometer per hour the speed of the train between station A and station B. To find speed, we have to use this formula. Speed is equal to distance over time taken. So let's find the distance here. B is here. This is 80. We know each line represents 5 kilometers. So this is 85 and 90. Distance is 90. And now we have to find time. We have also found out that each line here represents 5 minutes. So there are 3 lines here. It means 15 minutes. And the train stops at station B when it is 14:30. So 30 minutes here. Total minutes are 45 minutes. We have to change it to hour because in the question they want us to write in kilometer per hour. To change minutes into hour, we divide by 60 and you will get 0.75. So 90 divided by 0.75 will give us 120 kilometer per hour. In B2, the train leaves station B at 14:40. For how many minutes did the train stop at station B? Let's look at our graph again. The train leaves station B at 14:40 and it reaches at 15:20 station C. Station C is here. Join the line together. So we are done drawing the graph. In 4, we are asked on which part of the journey was the train traveling faster? Between which two stations? We already know that between A and B, the speed of the train was 120 km per hour. So let's find out the speed between the station B and C. Station B was at 90 kilometers and station C is at 155 kilometers. So the difference between the two stations are 65. And to find the speed, we'll do distance over time taken. Distance is 65 kilometers and the time. The train left station B at 14:40 and it reached station C at 15:20. So it is 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 and 40 minutes. 65 divided by the time taken, which is 40 minutes, but we want it in hours, so we will divide it by 60. And this will give us 97.5 kilometer per hour. So this speed is less between station B and C, and the train was traveling faster between station A and B. In B, another train leaves station C at 12:45 and it travels to station A at a constant speed of 62 km hour without stopping at station B. And we have to find out how long this journey takes in hours and minutes. So what has been given to us? The speed has been given to us and we can calculate the time. So it leaves at 12:45. So distance is going to be 155 kilometers. We can see that from the graph. Speed is given to us 62 kilometer per hour. To find time, we'll do distance over speed. So 155 divided by 62. And this will give us 2.5 hours. But they want us to change it to hours and minutes. This is 2 hours. To change 0.5 hours to minutes, we multiply by 60. It will give us 30 minutes. Moving on to the next question. Write down the time this train arrives at station A. We know that it leaves the station at 12:45. You can use in the calculator this button 12:45 and it takes 2 hours 30 minutes. So you can put 2 hours 30 minutes. There are no seconds, so we put a 0 and you will get the answer 15:15. So it reaches station A at 15:15. You can also do it from the graph. You can count the number of bars that are there between and find it. Each bar is 5. This is the way you put in the calculator by pressing after each digit this button here. In B3, we have to draw the journey of the train on the grid. So it leaves at 12:45 and it reaches station A at 15:15. It doesn't make any stop. We know that it leaves at 12:45. So this is 12:40 and 45 here. And it reaches at 15:15. This is 1500, so 10 and 15. We have to join these 2 points together and we'll get our answer. And we are done with drawing the journey. In 4, find the distance from station A when the 2 trains pass each other. We'll have to look at the graph again. The train pass each other at this point. This is 55, so it's going to be around 58. You can have the answer between 58 to 63 and you will be marked right. And so we have 58 kilometer, or between 58 to 63, any kilometer you can write. In question 8, Kyung records the number of people in each of 24 cars on Wednesday. His results are shown below. So we have to complete the frequency table and we have to use the tally column to help us. How many number one are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we draw a 4 straight line. For every fifth line, we make a slant line. And then you have 1, 2, 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So total 8. And then for number 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 we have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving on to 6, we have only, moving on to, 6 we have 1. And let's get back to 5. 5 we have 1 and 2. So we completed the frequency table and that was a 2-mark question. Next, they are asking write down the mode. Mode is the most repeated number. So the most repeated number here is 1, 8. So mode is 1. In the next question, they are asking us to find out the range. Range is the highest value minus the lowest value. So highest value is 6 and the lowest value is 1. 6 minus 1, 5. Then we are going to find out the median. The total number of cars we were told are 24. Median is you divided by 2 your frequency. 24 divided by 2 will give you 12. So where is the 12th car going to be there? We have to find out the range. For finding out the range, we always do the highest value minus the lowest value. So we have the highest value 6 minus the lowest value 1. The answer is 5. In the next question, they want us to work out the median. To work out the median, we need to have frequency divided by 2. What is our total frequency? It is 24. And we need to find cumulative frequency. 8 plus 5 will give us 13. 13 plus 3, 16. 16 plus 5, 21. 21 plus 2, 23 plus 1, 24. 24, if you divide by 2, you will get 12. This 12 is the position. So where is the position going to be? 12. It's going to be 13 is here. So it's going to be 2. Our median is 2. In 5, they want us to calculate the mean. To find the mean, we have to first do the cumulative frequency, which we have already done. And then multiply the number in a car by the frequency. So we will do 1 multiplied by 8, which is 8. 2 times 5, which is 10. 3 times 3, 9. 4 times 5, 20. 5 times 2, 10. And 6 times 1, 6. We will add this total here. The total is 63. To find the mean, we have to divide this total by our frequency, which is 24. So 63 divided by 24, that will give us 2.625. That is our mean. In 6, one of these cars is chosen at random. Find the probability that the number of people in this car is 4. To find the probability, we write the favorable outcome on the top and the total outcome below. Total number of people are 24. That we will write down. Let's see how many people were there in the car which had 4. 5. So the frequency is 5. The answer is 5 over 24. Q also records the number of people in each of 24 cars on Saturday. The table shows the results. So the results has been given to us, the number of cars and the frequency. On the grid, we have to complete the bar chart to show these results. The first 2 bars have already been done for us. Where number in a car is 1, frequency is 1. And number in the car is 2, frequency is 2. So the next bar is when the number in a car is 3, frequency is 5. Very straightforward. Each line is 1. So 5 is going to be here. And then when it is 4, it is 13. 13 is going to be here. And then when 5, it is 2. And when 6, it is 1. So we drew our bars. We can just shade it a little bit. In C, we are asked to write down one comparison between the frequency tables in part A1 and part B. So let's look at our table here. The lowest value is 1, the highest value is 6. The range is same. Remember, the range over here also was 6. 6 minus 1, which is 5. So you can write the range is same. Question number 9. Mr. Razif travels by bus from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur with his wife and his 4 children. In this box, we have been given the ticket price. And we have to find out how much Mr. Razif saves if he buys a family ticket and 1 child ticket rather than 6 individual tickets. In the family, there is 2 adults and 3 children. And he has got 4 children. So 1 ticket he has to buy from separately. Let's see. So there are 2 adults. So 2 times 32.40 plus 4 children. So 4 times 24.40. This is when he buys it individually. So 32.40 multiplied by 2 plus 24.40. He spends $162.40. If he takes a family ticket, so $115 plus 1 child will be 24.40. And this will give us 115 plus 24. He will have to spend $139.40. Subtract the 2. So 162.40 subtract 139.40 you will get $23. So this is how much he saves. In B, the bus leaves Singapore at 12:40 and arrives in Kuala Lumpur at 17:35. Work out in hours and minutes the time this journey takes. The best and easy way to do this type of question is in the calculator, like I have showed you before. Here the bus leaves at 12:40 and reaches at 17:35. So what is the difference between two? Whenever you want to find the difference, you will do the last arrived time minus the earlier time. So 17:35 0 minus 12:40 0, and you will get the answer 4 hours 55 minutes. Here like this, you will put it in the calculator. Each time you will press this button here. In C, Mr. Razif changes some dollars into Malaysian ringgits. He receives 318 ringgits when the exchange rate is $1 is equal to 4.24 ringgits. Work out how many dollars he changes. I've showed in many other videos also the best way to do money conversion is write the dollars here, the ringgits here. Write down the exchange rate. When it is $1, you will get 4.24 ringgits. So if he gets 318 ringgits, how many dollars did he change? We cross multiply. 1 times 318 will give us 318. 4.24 times x, we wrote it here. This part here is a multiply. We multiply x by 4.24. Therefore, to find x, we'll move it to the other side. It will become divide. This will give us 318 divided by 4.24, 75. So he exchanged $75. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like and share the video with your family and friends, and do watch the other videos for more past papers that I have solved. Thank you once again.